What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Mechanical Mind channel. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and do me a favor, hit the like button on this video. What I want to go over today are two commonly overlooked issues on trailers. I do a lot of trailer repairs, so I want to go over those with you right now. All right, the two issues I'm going to go over today concern the bearings, the hubs. All right, now these are common issues. The most common issues I see with trailers are wiring issues and then also worn out tires, but we'll cover that in another video. So today what I'm doing is I'm actually doing some welding. I'm fixing these fenders and adding like a bracing here. I'm gonna go ahead and put a step in. So I needed to remove this tire, so I thought this would be a good opportunity to make this video for you. Number one, to check to see if you're having an issue with your bearings, there's two things you need to do. One of the easiest things to do is as you're traveling down the interstate or highway after traveling for a while, and you pull over after going a certain, good speed, let's say 55 or higher for a good amount of time. When you pull over to the gas station or whatever, pull over at your stop, feel the hubs. Now first I would recommend just tapping them with the back of your finger or something to make sure because they could be super hot. They're gonna be warm, but you don't want them to be hot. You should be able to comfortably touch the hub and hold on to it. Now it should be warm, but it shouldn't be hot. If it's hot, you don't have enough grease, or the nut, the castle nut on the hub is too tight. So you'll need to loosen that up. And I'll show you how to do that in just a moment. Now, since I needed to remove this tire, I've already got it jacked up. And the other thing you want to do is check to see if you have any play in the bearings, if that castle nut is too loose. And the way you can do that is you'll put one hand down here at 6 o'clock, one at 12 o'clock, and just rock back and forth. And you shouldn't feel any movement. You can also do it at 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock, whatever's easier for you. And I can feel just a slight amount of movement. You don't want any type of movement, but you also don't want that castle nut to be too tight where that tire doesn't rotate nice and easy. Now let me show you back on this one. You're probably going to be able to hear this one. It's much looser, and I'm just doing this with one hand. So what I'm going to need to do is pop this cover off of this hub and get into that castle nut and snug it up to take that play out. To remove these caps, sometimes you might want to take a small little chisel, or I'll oftentimes do it with the screwdriver, but if you have one of these little pry bars, works out pretty good. I'm going to try to do this one-handed here, see if I can get this thing off for you. Just work your way around it. All right, so there's our castle nut. And so what I'm gonna need to do is tighten it up. Now, you have a Carta key here. So you got these slots in the nut, so I gotta remove that Carta key, take it, and I might have to go to, it's probably just gonna take one turn up to this notch here to get it snug enough. So guys, I gotta remove this Carta key, and look how loose this nut is, this castle nut. So basically this castle nut is basically applying the pressure to the bearing against the race of the bearing. And you got an outer bearing and an inner bearing on these hubs. So you can see how loose it is right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove this key here. One trick I'll do is take these pliers, then I'll just take like a little hammer or a mallet or something, and because it's kind of hard to get it perfectly straight. So now all I need to do is just tighten this up. I'm gonna get the right socket, and I don't have the big enough socket. So what I'm gonna have to do is just use a crescent wrench and snug it up. Now we went past So the one that I thought, it was looser than what I thought. So it's spinning fine. And I have no play, so that's perfect. I'm just gonna put that Carta key right back in there. Put one back down and we're done. Now I know the bearings, if you take that nut all the way off and you can remove the whole hub and everything, take the wheel off, take that, and then you can repack the bearings. But I know the customer, he said they've been recently packed, but whoever did it didn't tighten that castle nut up quite good enough. So guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Before you make a long trip with your trailer, I would definitely recommend checking your tires, your air pressure, and also checking those hubs like I just showed you. If they're too loose, that's going to cause premature wear on those bearings. If they're too tight, it's going to cause too much wear on the bearings. So do that, and I'm going to make some future videos going over some more common issues with the trailers. But do me a favor, again, hit that subscribe button, also hit that like button. I'll have more videos like this coming soon, guys. Thanks for watching. And just real quick, I want to give a special thank you to my channel members, my longtime members, James Reardon, Derek Dorsey, Dogefall, and then I have some new ones, Dewong Lucas, TC, and Robert Villafranco. Thank you for being new members. Members get exclusive videos, behind the scenes videos, and also some of them, depending on what level you're at, I have super fans and also sponsors. And if you're a sponsor, you can have my phone number. I just got off the phone with one of my sponsors, helping them out with the situation. So consider becoming a member, a super fan, or a sponsor to the channel. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.